G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Thanks so much for being here today. We're going to do something new today. Yes, we are. Look what I bought. I bought a roll. Look at that. There's a lot on the roll. I bought this roll from Amazon. It's that faux leather. It's vinyl and it's got that furry other side. So this one's got dragon flowers and flowers, and then in the center, like, it's got this sort of textured side as well. So you can definitely feel it's kind of a little bit raised. So anyway, I thought that would make a really nice silicone inlay. So I got that one, and I also got this one. While I was at it, I thought, let's do this one. So you can do, this is the flower. Roses? Are they roses? Anyway, they're flowers. And then the middle isn't quite as textured as that one, but still textured. So anyway, I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna use this one first. So you could put it this way. I'm using this baking tray to pour my silicone into. So you could do it this way and round off your corners, but it doesn't quite fit. So there's a gap there. And there's a gap there. And because I've got so much of it, you know, why not just fill the whole thing? So what I thought I would do is, I'm going to put it this way. And I've already marked my little, I wasn't going to do a video, and then I thought, let's video it. No point marking it with the black marker. It might be a little bit difficult to see. So if you've got like a silver marker, a white marker, a gold one, copper, whatever, just probably not black because, you know, it's a black base. So just grab your silver marker or whatever color your marker you want. And basically, you're just going to outline the tin. Okay. On the bottom, because this is the sides are sloping in a bit, so you want to make sure that you're marking the bottom, not the top, like so, all the way around. There we go. Ta-da! I mean, you could do a bigger tray because you've got a lot more space. You could do a bigger tray if you wanted to. I wouldn't go any further than that, but you certainly could do a bigger tray. All right, now probably going to, because of the thickness of the metal, I'm going to cut on the inside. Let's just cut a piece off here so we can work with this piece. So I'm going to try cutting on the inside of my line, because I think the thickness of my pen is probably going to be similar thickness to the edge of the tray. Round we go. If you need to make it smaller again, you know, you could just go around again or take off a little bit more from one side, but we'll see how this goes first. I can always trim it later. Around we go. I hope I'm going straight. Now there's a couple of ways I was thinking to actually lay this vinyl in my tray. I don't think I'll keep that. I don't think I need that. I've got plenty. I always want to save things. All right, let's see if it fits. Ah, pretty good, pretty good. There is a little bit coming up the sides. A little bit coming up the sides. So I don't know whether you'd want to trim a tiny bit more off. Maybe just sort of put it where you want it there on this side, and then just trim these two. That would probably work, I think. Let's do it that way. So put that, make sure this one and this one are right. and then we can just trim a bit off this one. I think that pen's kind of had it. Okay, my husband was calling me. I thought he had a coffee for me, but he wasn't. I don't know why he was calling me. All right, so I'm going to put this side and this side where it needs to be, and then I'm just going to kind of trim. I think I just need to trim a little bit off this side and this side. Just going to kind of push with my pen, and it's kind of following the shape of, I think, where I need to trim it. Anyway, I'll try that and see how that goes. You might have a better way of doing it than me, but this is just what I came up with. Now, as I was saying, I've thought of a couple of ways of attaching this, because I can't just put it in there and pour silicone over it, because the silicone's going to get underneath, because it's very runny. And I will be using my thin silicone, my 5 shore hardness. When I do my main molds like this, it's a 25 shore hardness, but when I do my little discs, I use a 5, just because I find they're easier to like stick down into other silicone molds. I just find they stick better. I have to curve this a bit better now. So I will be using my 5. But before we get onto that, we need to stick this down. Okay, I think that's good. I think that is good. Yes. Probably took a tiny bit more off there, but look, it'll be fine. Just go away, fly. There's a fly flying around me. Okay, so there we go. First step done. Now, you can either grab yourself some quick set glue, you could use some wood glue, you could use some resin, stick it down. It just depends on sort of how long you want it to last for, because what we're going to do is we're going to be pouring the silicone straight onto this, and it'll be a nice little shape, and then you can just peel it out, and then you can put it into your tray. You can cut it, you can make a circle one, you can make as many as you want into this. But like I said, if you want to do a bigger one, you could. Or you may decide, oh, I just want to have like the butterfly. You could just cut the butterfly out, or if it's a dragonfly, it's a dragonfly. Don't listen to me. So anyway, I thought what I would do is let's just try the glue and see how it goes. All right, I'm actually going to take this outside and just give it a quick spray. And I'm going to do both sides. With this, it says to do both sides of your object, and then you stick it down. So I'm going to go outside and do that, and I'll be right back. Right, that's empty now. I hope I've got enough coverage. That's empty. I had to stand it up against the house, the wall of the house, and spray that way because it didn't want to work spraying down. So did that. Did this one. Okay, let's stick it in. See how we go. Hopefully it'll stick. It is a quick glue, quick grip glue. Make sure you don't get glue on the surface of your vinyl. Push it out. You don't want to have any bubbles trapped underneath it. I'm not sure whether I'll get silicone underneath or not. Hopefully not. Now what I do want to do though is I've got glue on the side of my tin. I do want to see if I can wipe that off, just because the silicone won't like the glue. So I'm going to get a baby wipe, and I'm going to pop some isopropyl alcohol on it. And I'm just going to see if it's not too late. Hopefully it's not too late. Get that glue off. It's coming off. All right, I'm going to continue to do that. Right, that's all cleaned up. It's got a little bit of glue across the top there, but that's fine. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't have any along the side. Sometimes silicone, depending on which silicone you get, sometimes it won't cure against plastics. Has anyone noticed that if you're into mold making? Just some plastics it just won't cure on. It's bizarre. All right, so like I said, I'm using this is my own brand that I use. I have it made and shipped about 2 ton at a time. So this is what I use. This is the A, this is the B, they're equal parts. And this one, it's a sure hardness of 5A. Sometimes it can be written SH5 or 5A. It just means it's the thickness of it. So the lower the number, the thinner the resin. The lower the number, the thinner the silicone is. So like I said, when I do my other molds, I use a 25A, which is thicker, it's sturdier. But when you want something that's maybe a deep mold, you want it easy to unmold, or little discs, you know, like this, or the sunflower, that you really want it to sort of stick down into your other mold, I recommend a 5. Okay, so you don't need a lot. You really only want like a thin little inlay. I may do... Look, I'll start... Charlie, excuse me, Charlie. I'm talking. Thank you. Now, I think I'll do 75 grams of A. Whoops. Okay, we've gone to 80. Gone to 80. Oh, let's just do 100. If I end up using more, then I can just... If I don't need it all, I can just put it into something else. I can put it into my little sunflower mold and make another sunflower. All right, so that's the A. The B is white. So this is why my molds are white. Some of the silicones, both parts are translucent. Okay, I'm talking and I've gone over. Okay, so that's got... Now I have to put another... I've gone over, so I need another 10 grams in this. It is important that you get them as equal as you can. Now, if you've got already silicone on your stick, make sure that you're not wiping it in there, because it'll start to cure in there. And you don't want that. You can wipe it on the side like that, so that's fine. And then you can just get a piece of paper towel and wipe the side, so it's not too difficult to open again, because it can get sticky. All right, so that's my silicone. Now I will set my timer and I will stir that for 4 minutes. It's already set for my resin, so 4 minutes. I will see you then. Right, silicone has mixed. While I was stirring it, my husband brought me my cappuccino. So thanks, Dave. Love it. All right, now I did take a little bit out because I actually thought, oh, something else I want to pour into. So I took a little bit out, just, I don't know, 1/4 of a cup or so. So hopefully I've still got enough left. Now I'm going to pour it pretty close to the surface so that I don't get bubbles. You can, if you want to, pour it from up high in a really thin stream, but I just do it this way. Now, if you're a professional mold maker, you would want to put your silicone into your vacuum chamber to get the bubbles out. I haven't tried this, but I think it should. Oh, look, I think it should work. Oh, maybe I should try it. You know, in the Resiner's bubble-free machine. Maybe we could try that one day, hey, just to see. And now I know I have got bubbles there, but it's because I've been scraping my cup out. So, actually, I wonder if we can just do this. Hey, let's just do this. So I've probably got about. So I started with 220 grams, and I took a little bit out, so I haven't got quite that much left anymore. But like I said, I only like doing a thin layer. Come on, you can do it. It's a bit slow, isn't it? So just, yeah, take your time, spread it. If you prefer to, you can use a silicone spatula. Nothing that's going to scratch your vinyl. And look, if you make it up and you think, oh gosh, I haven't made enough, it's looking a bit thin, just make some more. make another 50 grams or so, and make another one. This depends on how thick you want it, really. The thinner they are a little bit more difficult to use because they're kind of really floppy and they'll fold over onto themselves and things like that. So you might want to make it a little bit thicker. Okay, so now I need that extra quarter of a cup that I used elsewhere. All right, I'm just going to mix up another little bit and pour it in. It's always the way, isn't it? Righto, mixed up some more. Make sure you scrape around the sides and the bottom and wipe your stick and scrape around the sides and the bottom and wipe your stick, do all that. So it's mixed really well. It's a great way to tell if your table or workspace is level. I ended up putting a couple of bits of card under here and a couple of bits of card under there because I can see that it's darker there. Like it's more opaque there than it is down here. So yeah, great way to to level your bench. All right, now because I don't want to get bubbles in it, I'm going to pour from low. I have already debubbled it in my vacuum chamber. So this will be part one. Oh look, I might as well use it all. This will be part one of the video, and it's probably going to take about 8 to 10 hours to cure. Normally in the warmer weather, it's done in like 6 to 8 hours in summer in Australia, in Queensland, because it's hot. But at the moment, you know, we're in autumn, we're in fall, so it is taking longer to cure up. And silicone is similar to resin, as in it will self-level. As long as you haven't left it too long. Each silicone's got like a certain working time, same as resin. So if you're going to be taking too long with it, it'll start sort of thickening. Not curing, but it will get thicker. But plenty of time here. Okay, now, bubbles. Don't torch, okay? Don't torch. You'll get a skin. That one's sort of gone over the edge a little bit. I'll just use my nail. There we go. Gone off the edge. What I like to do with bubbles, and it doesn't really matter because it's on the top, but I use this blower that I use to actually clean out my master molds before I pour silicone into them, just to make sure there's no hairs in there. Sometimes you end up getting one anyway, but yeah. So sometimes I got this on eBay. It's OPOLAR. It's you can also do like a vacuum. If you turn it the other way, you can use it as a vacuum, like for in your car or your keyboard or something like that. But I put it on this setting so I can blow. Sometimes they got the button push and sometimes they got the slide push. So you press once is low and then press twice for high. So I just press it on low, go over, get all the bubbles out. And then you have to press it on high and then you press it again and it'll turn it off. So there, that's basically it. I would probably come back in 5 minutes or so and just make sure that there's, you know, no more bubbles or a bit of hair, or sometimes there's a fly in it. Oh gosh. Joys of mold making. All right, so that's pretty much it. So I'll come back to you later on today and we will unmold. Let me know if you want to buy a sheet. I can make a master mold and sell these inlays like I do with my holographic inlay. But look, you're more than welcome to buy this, buy the tray, buy your silicone, make your own, no problem. That's why I'm showing you how to do it this. But if you don't want to go to that trouble or the expense, because this will definitely be cheaper to buy an inlay than it will to buy all that stuff, but your choice. Let me know if you want me to list these. All right, I'll see you in a few hours. All right, it feels cured. All right, now I'm just going to use a little bamboo skewer type thing. Use something that's not going to scratch either your metal, tin, or the base. So yeah, just bamboo skewer seems to work well for me. Oh, it's quite thick. Now I'm a bit concerned about, you know, the silicone going under, but this corner seems okay. I haven't got any leakage. Ooh, looking good so far, you guys. Looking good. Look at that. Looking good so far. I'll try not to touch I've got my gloves on so I don't leave fingerprints on silicone, because silicone, you know, picks up every little detail of everything. I'm going to try and hold it here. So you try not to, oh, what's that? Bit of glitter. Use glitter once in your studio and you find glitter forever. Look at that! It is perfect. Except I've got a bit of glitter. Get out. I wonder if I can probably pick it out. I probably can pick it out. I want to get it out. Just wait a second. I want to get the bit of glitter out. Bugging me. So it is quite thick, this piece. Let me get the glitter out, and then I can talk to you again. Okay, yeah, I feel better. The glitter's gone. It's gone. All right. So there we go. Look at that. So now what we can do is we can put this inside another mold, but see, it is is that the same glitter or is that more? You can put it inside another mold if you've got one that's sort of this size, a rectangle, or like I said earlier, you could cut, you know, circles in it. But yeah, I've made it a bit thick. Is that the same glitter? Like, or is this a different? You're just messing with me now, aren't you, piece of glitter? You're just messing with you. All right, so you can either put it in like that. You can cut sections out of it. You can cut it in half. You can make circles like around that dragonfly, around the flowers, around a butterfly, and then you can use those in your molds. But I'm going to see if I can find a mold that's roughly that size that I can use. So what I'll do in my upcoming video, I'll get my either mica powders or chameleon powders, and I will just dust. I'll paint where I want the colors to go. Yeah, it's going to take a little while, isn't it? It's going to be like a real piece of art coloring all that in. But I think it'll be worth it. I think it'll be really pretty. All right, so that will be coming up in another video shortly. So hope you've enjoyed that. But yeah, I made it a little bit on the thick side. But you can see it's still quite pliable, I guess. Any thinner than that, it might sort of fold over onto itself, and it might be a little bit more difficult to deal with. But I guess because it's thicker, it might be a little bit more difficult to cut. So yeah, totally up to you which way you want to go. But you know, you only need the top. You don't need the depth of it, the thickness. You only need the top to be able to pour your resin on to then, you know, get that imprint. So, all right, glad that's worked. And my glue worked really well. Now I can pour another one into this, and maybe I'll do a slightly thinner one next time. All right. I'm going to organize, got to see what I can find in the way of molds. All right, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all for the next video. And we'll do this.